How's it going, guys? What a stressful day. Let's talk about Circle. I know I kind of sound like broken clock right twice a day on this thing because I've said it's going down here, and it hit this resistance level, and I said it's going down. Then it went up to here, and I said, okay, well maybe it'll get pushed to this red line, and then it'll go down. And of course, I put that out last Sunday. It's a short. And of course, before it gets there, some bad news starts to come out about the Clarity Act not getting done, which I don't know about you guys, but when they said the passive yield on stablecoins was in question, which of course it is because the big banks don't want that. It's bad for them. They're not giving you shit on the money you put in your bank account. There are so many things that are foundational to crypto that are not only antithetical, but an existential threat to the traditional finance system, right? Let's call it TradFi. So stablecoin yield, I'm glad we got it while we did. I hope we get it. I have to respect Brian Armstrong for continuing to push for the right legislation because I do believe he's actually trying to do the right thing and get this done and get stablecoin yield because it is good for the average American. If you have your dollars and you don't really know how to invest, at least you can hold this dollar like this and get 3 point something. It's a high yield. It looks like TradFi is going to shoot it down, and either we get a compromised Clarity Act by May when the deadline is, or this thing doesn't happen at all. They kick the can down the line. We have a shift in our legislative bodies that causes the Clarity Act to be put on the back burner potentially for years. So that's worst case scenario, right? And in the midst of all this, you see the stock price finally starting to reflect something other than pure hope and optimism. So Circle's coming back down to earth. We got this is a big gap. Okay, guys? There are times when there's small, like see this gap down here? And I might do a video on just what is a gap fill. There's a small gap right here. You see that? That's an example, and it got filled right away. That's an example of a small gap. This gap is large. It is pulling, the larger the gap, the more it pulls price action towards it, the stronger magnet it becomes. You can see on Microsoft. I'm not going to go on another chart because this video is about Circle, and I want to keep it a Circle video. But this is a big gap fill, and it's more than likely going to get filled. I do have that put, expires April 17th, strike price of $60, and it's looking a lot better today than it did on March 23rd. I'll tell you that much. Circle has come back into the tune of 28.79%. I keep moving my alert down just to, kind of keep tabs on this price action. But I've said it before and I'll say it again. You had your IPO where you jumped. That obviously got filled, came back down, and it put in pretty much a textbook head and shoulders here. You see shoulder, head, shoulder. Then it played out to completion around the mid-80s mark. Actually gapped down here and had so much downward momentum. And then you got a rounded top, just like you're getting on, the S&P 500 right now. It's putting in a rounded top. And then it sort of began drifting upward. And then you gapped up and started flying on, or what was perceived as a breakthrough by many people, but became hopes and dreams, eventually ran out of fuel, and now we're coming back to the reality zone, which is a higher low around 62.95. So guys, for now, I will... So guys, that's it on Circle. I don't have a lot today. I've been beating this drum. I've been breaking down all these... I've been breaking down this chart. I've broken down this chart multiple times, and I've been saying the same things. I'm not going to beat a dead horse too much. I will link the other Circle videos, and the short is my most recent short as of filming this video. Guys, that's it for Circle. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit the bell so you get all the notifications. We drop these almost every day. And while you're down there, go ahead and hit that like button. We will see you on the next one.